Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I'm coming at you with another banger, and this banger is called a review of the ots-9. I'm going to be playing it in zombies and also a little in multiplayer, just to show you how good it is in multiplayer. In multiplayer, it's a short-range SMG that is good at short range and great at medium range. But ultimately, this gun is good. It's a really good solid gun, and I'd advise you to use it. It's not as broken as it once was, yet it's still an amazing gun to use. I believe that many people use this gun and SMGs just because you can just run fast with them, and the mobility is really amazing. And it also applies to zombies. In zombies, the ots-9 has a really amazing mobility stat. And this is what makes the ots-9 and other SMGs so widely used within multiplayer. In zombies, mobility isn't the biggest issue within the game, yet it is the damage that your gun does. The ots-9 does a lot of damage, but not as much damage as some other guns do. The MG82 is a way better gun in damage, and other guns like Trig 6 are just better damage-wise. Although the ots-9 does do a lot of damage, most SMGs fail at damage, however the ots-9 is very good at damage. That is why the ots-9 is one of my favorite SMGs, and why it's a lot of people's favorite SMGs. Just like Lego Unlocked. Lego Unlocked really loves the ots-9, and for a long time I didn't know why, because it never brought it into zombies, but the main reason I thought it would suck just because it's an SMG. And SMGs aren't that good in zombies. And I think we all know this. If you play Cold War even just a little, you'll know that SMGs just aren't as good as they ever were. SMGs were never really that good, even in Black Ops 3 and the older Black Ops games. However, they provided you with a bunch of points because it was by hit points. But now, SMGs don't really give you many points. So why would you use the ots-9? The ots-9 is a meh gun in multiplayer. And it's just meh. Like, why would you use this gun? Well, I'll tell you why you should use this gun in zombies. It's because in zombies, it's good. Unlike multiplayer, it's actually really amazing in zombies because the damage is amazing, and the fire rate is amazing, and the mobility carried from SMGs is also amazing. And so that is why I think you should use the ots-9 the next time you play Call of Duty Zombies. So let's hop straight into zombies and let's see what it's like on round 36. So we're back here on round 37. Sorry guys, my mistake. And I've just been firing this ots-9 for a while. It's just, as you can see, it's triple pack-a-punched. And the ots-9 is a really good gun, especially on these earlier rounds where it absolutely shreds. And I don't have to test it on early rounds because we all know early rounds, these types of guns shred. Every gun shreds at an early round because it's always a one hit onto the head. And so ultimately, guns are just amazing in the early rounds. Yet that's not what I'm testing. I'm testing if it's good at the later rounds, because we all know every gun could be good at early rounds except for sniper rifles. Same applies to the ots-9. And so I use it on this round and I use it on cap, the health cap. And right now it's actually doing really well, and it's just destroying zombies, absolutely obliterating them. I could get out of almost every tough situation with this gun. And I have all the perk type, everything set up. I have ARCXD and I have Dark Ether activated. And I'm getting ammo like there's no tomorrow. And it's easy to get Dark Ether on this gun compared to other guns like shotguns, because it's an SMG and has really good accuracy. And the hip accuracy, even without the shot accuracy, is amazing. I mean, look at that hip spread. Damn it, can I even speak? But the hip spread on this is quite amazing, and I really do like this part. The aim is just really good, and the ammo capacity in pack-a-punch is 80, which is quite a bit. And if you put on the biggest mag, which is oh my gosh, I can't even fucking speak, a 40 round mag, you get a lot of ammo within your gun. And you have 880 ammo, including reserves, and including one in your clip. And so ultimately, I think the gun has a lot of ammo, and this ammo really helps with later rounds. But ammo isn't such a big problem when you have something like Mule Kick, because you just get ammo everywhere you go. And for this reason, I think as long as you have enough amount of ammo, I think that should do for the gun. However, having a lot of ammo doesn't make it worse entirely, and so I really love how big the magazine is for the ots-9. And although there's the Vandal, whatever the reload quickness is on 32 round mags, sure it's good, but you lose a lot of ammo when you do it. And I believe that the ots-9 is best used with the 40 round mag because of the amount of ammo that it uses. And obviously you can see that I'm using the Microflex LED, and I'm just using a bunch of stuff that decreases recoil the most and makes aim down time sight the best and slide time the best. And ultimately, that is how I set up my gun, is for mostly aim down time sight and mobility and a big amount of ammo, because these few things will create your gun to just absolutely obliterate any enemy you see on the ground. And ultimately, the ots-9, even without Dark Ether and with just the Pack-a-Punch, looks absolutely insane. I really love how the ots-9 looks. It reminds me of a lot of past Call of Duty weapons, but ultimately, gun just looks amazing. I can't really say much about it. Just look at the damn gun, it's amazing. And as you can see, I almost went down here. And so yeah, this is a very tough game. I don't know why, it just was not my day today, if you feel me. And yeah, it's a very good gun, and it stacks well with other things on top of it. And as you can see right here, I tried to jump over them, but yeah, I didn't jump far enough, did I? And so PhD Flopper 5 would have really helped, but then I go back to get some perks, I go all the way back, and it's very tedious because I have to do this many times in the later rounds because the ots-9 just became a meh gun in the later rounds. That is the problem, it became a meh weapon. Although that's good compared to most guns, as I say, quote unquote most guns, it's not better than the wonder weapons. And if a gun is not better than a wonder weapon, why the hell would you use it? Am I right or am I right? Why would you use LMG? Why would you use the M60? It's a good gun. It really is if you actually tried it before. Sorry, I'm just gonna change positions. But why would you use the M60 if you could have the Ray K? Why would you use the XM4 if you could have the ray gun? You see, these guns are overpowered. These wonder weapons are amazing. So the actual normal weapons, they might not obviously have as big of a chance of doing as much damage or doing as well as these wonder weapons. That these guns should still be able to somewhat compete with the wonder weapons. Does the ots-9 do this? The ots-9 absolutely shreds on later rounds, and I could absolutely agree with that. As you can tell, even on round 40, it's doing amazing. I'm going to show you round 46 gameplay later, the health cap if you didn't know. I'll show you that in a few minutes, but first I'm going to go over some other things I love about the ots-9. The ots-9 doesn't have the fastest firing rate, but yeah, it's faster than most of the tactical rifles and ARs. And it's not a burst weapon, which is fucking amazing. No one likes burst weapons, Treyarch. No one does. We don't need any more burst weapons. Although there's no more weapons coming to Cold War, so I guess there's no reason to rant about that. I just wish there was more unique weapons within the game. But ultimately, ots-9 is a very nice addition to the gameplay loop because it isn't as slow firing as the Tech 9, because obviously it can't be as slow as that gun. And yet it has a lot of damage. It's a perfect in-between balance between the AK-74U and the Tech 9. It does a lot of damage, and yet it doesn't have it has not a slow fire rate, but not a fast fire rate, but a good fire rate for its category. And the mobility on the ots-9 is amazing, and it really provides a big boost in speed. And that is something that is really helpful when you're trapped, just like I am here. Having that speed boost really helps you. Or you can just go into ether mode. I don't know, whichever one floats your boat, you feel me? And the ots-9 takes down the elite enemies pretty well, honestly. I mean, it's not as good as some of the wonder weapons do, however, it still does well with these bosses. Like you can see right here, this is a Mangler, and sure, it takes quite a few bullets compared to a wonder weapon, yet it still pretty much shreds. It only takes a clip to destroy the Mangler, and that's pretty good on round 40. ots-9 is a good gun. I really think people should start using this gun. It is a slept on weapon, mostly because no one has this gun. And finally, I'm going into my last rating, which is availability. How available is this gun? All DLC guns are in the box, which we all know. If the ots-9 is not on a single wall weapon, it is not a wall weapon. You cannot buy this off the wall. You have to either start with it or get it in the box. And obviously, many people don't have the OTS-9. Many people don't have many of the DLC weapons because A, it's just fucking sucks. The OTS-9, I literally bought it with card points that I've been saving up because it was a pain in the fucking ass to get this. Like, oh my gosh, it sucked just getting, you do not want to do the challenges for this, it sucks. However, it's a great gun, I love it, it's amazing. It is definitely worth the COD points. Because I'm not doing the fucking challenge of killing 50 Tempests right before they fucking reappear. That shit was so fucking cancer, bro. Honestly, why the hell would you ever do that shit? But the OTS-9 is still a wonderful weapon, especially on these higher rounds. This is where it really shines. On earlier rounds, all guns look amazing because they all one shot to the head. And it's whichever gun does more, well, has a faster fire rate. And ultimately, faster fire rate is very good because it allows you to have more bullets within every round. However, DPS is not just influenced by the amount you shoot and how fast you shoot, but also the amount of damage you do. And the amount of damage you do is something that the OTS-9 succeeds at. And I'm repeating myself here and here again and again and again, but I just want to point this out that the OTS-9 is the best SMG. Other than the Tech 9, because the Tech 9 was fucking OP as hell at one point. But other than the Tech 9, this was an amazing gun. This still is an amazing gun. I really do not think that Treyarch is gonna make any of these guns lower or better. I don't think they're gonna do anything with any more patches on these guns. So this will probably be my review for the gun. The gun is a solid weapon. I really do enjoy this weapon on lower rounds. On lower rounds, it's an 8 out of 10. Honestly, it is amazing. And I could go to past games and guns back then just weren't as good as the guns in Cold War, honestly. And as you see, it's not so good against these fucking guys because it has so much fucking health around it and the only way you can kill it is through the head. And yeah, I love the headshot multiplier on this gun even though I used the fucking wonder weapon to take it down, but the headshot damage on it and the headshot multiplier on it is very amazing. I truly do enjoy this gun. Getting Dark Ether on this was a joy to get. Unlike most weapons, it took me 2 hours to get, but I think those 2 hours were definitely worth my time. I think you guys should also try and get Dark Ether on this gun. But anyways, let's move on to the late round version of this gun, the late round OTS-9. That's only 4 round jump, but jeez, this will lose a lot of its effectiveness at this round. This is the health cap if you didn't know. And the OTS-9 isn't as good as it was before. It's still shredding zombies compared to before, to any other gun, but it's not amazing. It really isn't, and it downs me, which is a surprise to see because it's been carrying me up to this area. OTS-9 is a good gun, but on later rounds it sort of drops off. It's still good. Don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing gun, it's still a top 10 gun. However, it's not top tier, it's not super top tier. It's an amazing gun, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep on saying this again and again. It's amazing, but the SMG area just brings it down. If it was an AR, this thing would have so much more damage. And damage is more important than, well, mobility, because mobility can just be added by using the 2 perks called PhD Slider and the Marathon Sprinter, fuck, why can't our stamina up? These 2 things will actually make your mobility increase by so much more. And as long as your mobility isn't super bad, like an LMG bad or a rocket launcher bad, mobility honestly doesn't matter too much. That is why this gun isn't amazing. It's a good gun, yet it's not a top tier gun. And the only reason it isn't a top tier gun is because I just wish it did a little more damage in these later rounds. However, it still shreds. I'm not saying it doesn't shred, it's an amazing gun. But just a little more damage would make it go a far way. Treyarch, please heed my caution and make a lot of these guns better. Make America big. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. My verdict on the gun was, it was amazing. It's a good gun. It's a very solid gun. And overall, it's an 8 out of 10. I really do enjoy this gun. However, it's not worth using over the Crystal Axe, the Ray Gun, or the Ray K. And a gun has to be better than these if it wants to get top spot. I can't even fucking speak right now. But if you want to get top spot, you have to do really good with these guns. OTS-9 is a good gun, but it's not super amazing. It's not better than the Crystal Axe that absolutely destroys even with a 2 hit. honestly, ots-9 is an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna keep on saying this again, but it's an 8 out of 10. It's a solid 8 out of 10. I enjoy this gun. It is fun to get Dark Aether on it, and it's fun to grind with this weapon. Yet, there are better guns in the game. Look how fast the Crystal Axe destroys all these zombies. There were 50 zombies, and I took almost all of them out within just a little bit of time. That's amazing. The ots-9 can't do stuff like this, even though the ots-9 is amazing. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope you did enjoy this video, and remember to subscribe. I really do need these subscribers. Unlike Noah J, every single one of you matters because there's just so little subscribers I have. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really do hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and peace out, suckers. Just kidding, you guys aren't suckers, you're amazing. Thank you, see you later, have a great one, bye.